Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, this is gonna be the concept games for my Jormungand deck. So I believe I have like 3 games for you guys. Yeah, 3 games. These 3 games, they're unfortunately they're all versus Portalcraft, but this is both a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's bad because I didn't get to show you guys a wide array of decks. However, it is good because I know a lot of you guys in direct messages and whatnot, like, yeah, a lot of you guys have kind of like expressed this sort of, I don't know, a dislike of Jormungand as well as Knack, just because, like, well, your opponent can banish it or whatever. To be honest, like, as far as banishes go, like, if you have like a certain level of threat density, which I'll go ahead and talk about in its own like separate video, it makes things like that like less of an issue. I mean, obviously, like, there's still like an issue, they're still like cumbersome, but like it's significantly less so when we have a lot of like redundancy. Anyway, what's gonna happen to the games? Like I said, 3 games. So like playing with the deck was like really fun, just because like I didn't really feel like I took like that many like incorrect lines. I mean, like from watching the replays, I know I did, but like it wasn't like an egregious amount, which is kind of cool. So for all 3 of these games, I went first. That was kind of unfortunate, but it's whatever. I'll go ahead and keep two of the 3 cards in this hand. I don't like Daredevil unless you get like first evolve. Like, it feels significantly worse when you're going second, which is kind of good, but yeah. So I pick up the Zodiac Demon. The Zodiac Demon is kind of nice because like, again, versus Portalcraft, if I know that my opponent has like played banishes and it's kind of holding on the cards, I'll just go ahead and like I'll just hold on to the Zodiac Demon and just like use that to force through my Knocked, or use that to force through my Jormungand. So when he plays that Bear Puppeteer, I now know that he's Puppet Portal. Puppet Portal plays a little bit different than the Artifact Portal. This version is more likely to run Substitution than Artifact Portal, so I do have to keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and I'll just like push through some like face damage. He skips turn 3 completely, so I have no idea what to think about that. Like, I'm assuming that he did it because he doesn't want his next creature to die and take some free damage because his hand might be weak, but I don't know. So he plays with the Bear Puppeteer, which gets my Puppet. The Puppet's kind of annoying. However, that's fine. It's whatever. So now I'm just gonna go for broke. Like, if he wants to substitute my board, go ahead and substitute it. I don't care. The nice thing about either substitute or Otherworld Rift is that both of these, they make it so he has a weak turn of development. I have the Bathman in my hand, like, and I have like 3 Jormungands in my deck. I can fish for a Jormungand and just like play it on 7 with the Zodiac Demon. Instead, I get Hectored. I'm like, oh, huh, you were neutral. I didn't see that coming. But this is nice because now my Knack is here. It's here to stay. He's taking some damage, and I have a lot of damage in my hand. I have 6 damage in my hand, and the Emerald possibly can be 4 damage. So he's on a timer. I'll go and play out my Daredevil here. I play it out just because this way I keep myself topped off a little bit. I get rid of his 4/4 Hector. That's great. Like, because now I have the board. Like, it's really important as Jormungand in order to like be able to like understand like what part of the deck you're playing at a given point in time. Like, right now, I'm basically just playing the stall game because I don't need to get aggressive. So with the puppet strings, like, he didn't do anything this turn. Like, he didn't develop creatures or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to Zodiac in space. Like, if I draw a Jormungand after this, that's unfortunate. But I do have the Executioner's Axe in my hand, and the Executioner's Axe is really good just because, like, if he evolves over this, that means anything I draw I can just like suicide into. That's great. Like, for example, this Alice. Oh, well, now I can just like suicide whatever I want into the Alice, and I'll be fine. Or I can just go ahead and just go ahead and clear it off with Emeralda. But Emeralda is my reach, as well as the Razor Claw. So if I can avoid doing that, I'm going to avoid it. I top deck the Jormungand like a champ, and I just go ahead and just Jormungand. Now, granted, even though like I said, it was a top deck, it was like 4 and 27 cards that I could draw that would literally do the exact same thing that the Jormungand did. So that's like fine. So here he just Saha close my face. I get Saha. Sorry, he does Saha Zeus. He puts me into Vengeance. That's fine. Like, it was already game over for him anyway. Like just because like I had the Jormungand going, I had the knack going. Like he wasn't coming back from this. The only way he would have been able to come back is if he was on 9 mana and had the Ezreal. And even then, like that wasn't even good because I would just go ahead and kill it for free and just keep moving. But yeah, so he just kind of gets like mowed over. Unfortunate. On to next game. So like I said, for this one I also go first. I'll go ahead and toss back my entire hand. Like seeing the Jormungand and seeing the next, like that's great, but like I don't have anything to get to those points in turn, so like it's not a good keep. Like I also play a lot of card draw in this deck, so like I'm going to find these when I need to find them. Yep, like right now my hand I can draw 6 cards. Like granted it's gonna be over the course of a few turns, but yeah, I can draw 6 cards if I need to. I also pick up the Zodiac Demon. The Zodiac Demon pickup is a lot better than picking up, say, a Jormungand or like a Nacht. Just because like I can search for those guys. Like I can't ever search for Zodiac Demon. So I'll go and play the Singer here. The Singer will draw me 2 cards. Well, it'll draw me a card initially. It'll draw me a card next. I pick up the Jormungand. So now I can just make the Jormungand my turn 6 play, and that'll be fine. Or I can save it for my turn 7 with the Zodiac for the guaranteed force. I'll go ahead and play Blood Pact here. I'm doing that so I can dig for the Snarling Chance. I don't pick it up, but that's fine. I pick up a Nacht. The Nacht is also good, just because because now I can give him a choice next turn. He can banish this, or he can banish the Jormungand. But if he hasn't banished either or, like he's just dead. He plays a Fervent Machine Soldier. So this part was actually super important. So he evolves over the Demonic Rams just this way I stop healing. However, something that didn't occur to me at all, just because like every time so for me, one of the things that I guess I'm kind of like mentally, I guess I don't know, like memorized or whatever, is like usually when people play Fervent Machine Soldier, they've usually played Icarus the turn before that, so they're usually doing it to dig for an ancient artifact. So in my mind, I was trying to just like value trade or whatever. But what we're gonna see right here, it's a misplay. The correct play, if you're gonna play the Nacht, is to go ahead and play the Nacht and either don't evolve at all or evolve the Paired Singer. The reason why you evolve the Paired Singer is so this way you go ahead, you go face, you drop down to 12. 12 is a very relevant number when I have a Jormungand, two activators, as well as a Zodiac Demon to force it through, as well as possibly a Nacht that's going through as well. If he wants to, like the best play from next turn, if I make this play, is that he has to have the overworld rift, or he's just gonna be in a really bad spot. But I'm not thinking of that at all. I'm just like playing as hard as humanly possible, in order to like make it like a slight throw, because now I give him the out for both Overworld Rift or to have Substitution. The Substitution is really good here because it means he can develop a 2-drop and full clear my board for free. Yep. So he does that, then gets the full clear. So because he used the Substitution and not an Overworld Rift, I still have to be wary about the Overworld Rift, just because like I've just shown him my hand. I just basically told him, oh hey buddy, I'm Jormungand. Go ahead and if you didn't use a banish now, go ahead and use your premium banish on my Jormungand if I try to hardcast it. So I'm not going to hardcast it now because like I've just given away way too much information. I'll just kind of play it safe and just force him into a bad spot this turn. So this way I can go ahead and play up my Zodiac Demon next turn. That's why I make the evolve here, because like I don't want him to play it Deus Ex for free. Like I want him to feel like he had to like earn that. So this way I can go ahead and like stall him a little bit and just like keep like digging for combo pieces. He plays a Spinner Rack here. The Spinner Rack was actually like really good because it makes my Zodiac Demon less good. But my Zodiac Demon, it was never about like getting the face damage or anything like that. Like all of that was just a bonus. Like the big thing is that, oh well, now my Jormungand act is here. I have 9 damage in my hand. let's go. You can't heal. You're in a bad spot. I'm also at 20, by the way, which is also kind of relevant as well, because Portalcraft has a few issues getting in its like initial chip damage, even if you're Artifact Portal, just because like a lot of times it's basically based off you have like ridiculous accelerating chains, but like you can't. But unfortunately for him, he can't make those chains because my deck doesn't really play creatures like that. Like I only play maybe say one or two like solitary creatures. So yeah. So now I just get to let the Jormungand triggers do their thing. I'll go ahead and heal this turn as well. Granted, he couldn't kill me before, but now I want to make sure that he definitely can't kill me now with any kind of like silly shenanigans or anything like that. So he draws a bunch of cards here, but the cards, like, those don't mean anything at all. Like, he's nowhere near close to killing me. I have enough heals in order to top myself off, and I have a lot of burn damage in my hand as well, so I have a very, very good hand. I'll just go ahead and further develop the hand by just, playing out the monogram into the Spider of Imp. So to be honest with you, a thing that crossed my mind right as I did that was that, oh, well, there's a world in which I can just go ahead and do that, and do that in the quote unquote incorrect order. What I mean by that is I can go ahead and play out the monogram last and play out the imp first. You can play out the imp first. This way, you actually take and stick the damage that's done to you. This way, you go a little bit closer to vengeance, and that way you can go ahead and use the Emeralda as well as the Razor Claw sooner. But this is fine too. So he trades here to draw a card. I didn't understand this at all. It did not make any sense to me. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Alright. So this turn, one second, yeah. So I'll go ahead and draw first. Okay, yeah. So this turn, I actually had lethal. However, it didn't occur to me at the time, just because like Jormungand math is kind of hard, because like there's no indicator for oh, we have the emblems. So sometimes you can actually forget they have certain emblems just going, unless it's like a super like hyper like dynamic emblem. Like for example, you're not gonna forget they have like a Chronos effect going or something like that, just because like it's a lot harder to not like notice the whole oh, where you're just like randomly drawing cards at the end of your turn. But it is, however, kind of easy to not remember that they have like Jormungand triggers going off or whatever. Anyway, so I have lethal. The way to get the lethal is you go ahead and go Blood Pact. 1 damage is dealt to everything. Razor Claw. 1 damage is dealt to everything. He takes 4 damage. Razor Claw. He takes 4 damage. The ward's gone. Boom, boom, dead. But I don't see it at all because again, I'm not thinking of any of this. Like I didn't pay attention to the rule that always make sure to give people about the whole taking 30 seconds to think about your turn. I'm also not that much of a smork player, and so what I did right now is I go ahead and I play out the knack. The knack is nice because like this is a forced checkmate. What I mean by that is that like there's no possible way that they can get through this, because like any way he tries to get through this, it just exposes him into another checkmate. You leave the knack up, you die. You clear the knack, you still die. So, like at the moment, off the top of my head, the only way they can like avoid dying next turn is if he has the exact combination of Clear the Dread Sea plus Null Potent Entity and Bahamut, and even then, he just gets Emerald and he's still right back in the same spot. So yeah, so I'll just go ahead and go face and kill him. To be honest, the correct play for maximum BM, although you shouldn't really BM because I just missed lethal, is to go ahead and to actually Razor Claw the Spinner Rack. The reason why I Razor Claw the Spinner Rack is so this way the Jormungand effect goes off, it blows up everything, you feel good, you feel great. But yeah, like I said, not gonna BM because I misplayed, I missed lethal. So. Alright, so on to the last game. Alright, so this game, I'll just gonna toss back the axe. Like, I'm going first, so I don't really care about having the axe. I mean, like, the axe is super annoying for people, but like, I'm really just using the axe as yet another combo piece, or make some like force through plays and things like that. I pick up the axe and I pick up the Jormungand this time, so this is better. He plays a goblin here, so because he played a goblin, I now know he's neutral. So this means two things. It means that he's about to play out a lot of creatures. I'm gonna need to be cognizant about that in order to like not fall behind. Which having these two axes, that's good but not good at the same time. And then two, it also means that he's not playing banishes. So it means I can just go ahead and hardcast my Jormungand and evolve it. Jormungand is actually super scary. Alright, so this is actually a really interesting turn from him. The reason why it's interesting for him is that he didn't go for the bump here. To be honest with you, I like the bump here for a lot of reasons. One reason being is that, okay, well, the only punish, quote unquote, is Angel of the Word. But if I'm going to Angel of the Word, I'm still, like, it's actually a bigger punish for you to not trade, because what that'll mean is I'll go ahead and I'll trade here. I'll have a 1/2. I'll Angel of the Word to clear this off, and then suddenly you have a 1/2 versus my 1/2. That won't work. You won't be able to clear it. Like, if I do have some form of clear, then yeah, like even then, it's still fine, because you still got some like initial damage, and that's kind of what you need right now. But yeah, no, he doesn't go for it. Again, like I said, a bit of misplay on his part, but hey. He dimension cuts me and then trades. Yep, look at that. You have been able to get him one more damage. Just saying. Damn. So I'll go ahead and trade here. I pick up my second Jormungand. I'm like, okay. So once I get these guys going, I just win the game then. Alright. I'll go ahead and play at the Baphomet as opposed to the Spider of Imp. You play at the Baphomet just because, like, one of two things is going to happen. He's either going to clear this by trading in with the Goblin, in which case you buy yourself 1 HP, because, like, why wouldn't you just trade up? Or two, he's gonna play out a creature to evolve over this. The worst case scenario for me is if he plays Icarus, but if he doesn't play Icarus, and we know that because he's playing neutrals, he's gonna be unlikely to want to play Icarus. That what that means is that if he evolves over it, I buy myself 2 HP, and like whatever evolves over this, as long as it's not like an actual like 4-drop, or rather, sorry, correction. As long as it's not like a base like 4 HP creature or something like that, like if it's just like a base 2 HP creature, it means that the Emeralda that's in my hand, or sorry, not Emeralda, it means that one, it'll die to the Sterling Chains, it'll die to an Emerald, sorry, not Emeralda, it'll die to the Scarlet Super if I find it. And of course, it'll also die to the Fang Serpent. And all these things are very important. Instead, he says to take a turn off to draw cards. I don't really like this play. I don't really like this line of play at all. I also don't like the fact that he's doing this like at such a crucial turn. Like, you don't want to do this during the evolve, where unless you have some kind of crazy swing card Eva coming up. But I'm not sure what he's planning. Anyway, I'll go ahead and take advantage of that, just because like I had to draw cards. And I was like, taking turns off of like dealing with the board. So if he had developed there, that would have been actually like really good for him. But anyway, the correct play that I'll do is actually go ahead and evolve the Imp. I know a lot of people would evolve the Fang Serpent, but if you evolve the Fang Serpent, you play into Hector. We know he's playing neutral, so we know that he's going to play Hector most likely. Additionally, as a side note, a 3/5 is significantly and a lot more annoying than a 5/3. Like, as weird as that sounds, just because like having high base HP is very important. So he does actually play the Hector like I expected, and this is kind of good for me, because like it meant that like in a world in which I didn't like know that I had the Jormungand to just evolve over this, it would mean that if I picked up a Snarling Chains or a Hungering Horde or something like that, it's just 3 damage removal, I would always be able to get rid of this. But like I said, he's playing neutrals, so I'm not expecting him to have banishes or streams. My Jormungands are here to stay. Like, I can just go ahead and hard cast these and not even care at all. Because like, how does he get rid of this? Like the only way he gets rid of this is if he has like a literally evolve. That still feels bad evolve, because you evolve to get rid of a creature and you didn't get to go face. But he plays that Gruff here, so I already have 1 Jormungand trigger just going. I'll go ahead and play out Blood Pact here, just draw some more cards. Draw is money. I do that so this way I can go ahead and, you know, dig a little bit deeper, and I can go ahead and play out my axe on my Terra Devil to just, you know, heal up a little bit, because like I have a lot of self damage coming, and I want to be able to, you know, stay topped off. So this way I don't die to any shenanigans. He plays up Dimension Cut here, and then plays another copy of Tranquil Cog. So I'm really curious as to like what he's like digging to, but hey, you know, that's fine. Yeah, like his low tempo turn invites me to play a Scarlet Suburr for a free kill, and he just used premium removal to get rid of my last dude. So this means that he's probably gonna either have to evolve over my dude, or he's just like gonna be prevented from playing big dudes for a while. And we see that he chooses to take the option of preventing big dudes from being played. And then he also goes one step further. He actually gives me one of his evolves. I think he thought he was comfortable doing that just because I don't have evolves left. However, unfortunately for him, I top decked the Zodiac Demon, so then I can go ahead and force through my second Jormungand. So to be honest with you, what happens next is a bit of a misplay. So it's like, I didn't need to care at all. Like, I literally did not need to care if these goblins stayed in play or not, just because like he's a neutral deck, and I'm at 18. I'm at 18 HP, and it's turn 8. Like he failed his job. Like as neutrals, let me clarify. As neutrals that are playing goblins, you want to be in a spot where your opponent is under a lot of pressure, and they just die because you get to play perfectly static creatures on curve that also have like bonus like utility effects for no reason. But he didn't do any of that, so now he's just like far behind. I also have like a billion damage as well, and that was also super important because my Starlight Chains deal 3 damage apiece, and each of my Razor Claws deal 5 damage apiece. That's a lot of damage. I've also drawn quite a few cards. He evolves his Gruff here because he needs to clear this, because if he doesn't clear it, I can probably just clear the ward and just be able to go face. He can't let that happen. So now I get punished for my little bit of like indiscretion, because like I did, like, me taking that 2 damage, it did not matter at all. Like he gave me a Faria for free as well, so I knew I probably didn't need to like worry about that either. But yeah. Anyway, I just casually blow up his board with 2 spells for free. And now he's under pressure. Like, he drops the Baja because, like, he knows that if I have another Razor Claw, he actually just dies. But that's fine for me, because, like, him dropping the Baja gives me a free turn to Emeralda as well as Baphomet. The Baphomet gives me a nice reload. I pick up the Knack. The Knack is great as well. I'll just kind of Emeralda him, and yet again, I'm still threatening lethal. He plays with the Goblin King, and then plays a Carrot, and then misplays here. To be honest with you, playing out the Alice here is actually interesting, because like it actually gives me a lethal setup this turn, for like a quick lethal puzzle. And that if you play up Knack, you can go ahead and use the enhanced 4 version of the Executioner's Axe to make the Knack a 6/6. You make her a 6/6. You have her suicide into this. You go face for 6. End of your turn, Knack will trigger. Jormungand will trigger. He'll die. However, I didn't really see that, just because again I wasn't really thinking about the Jormungand triggers or anything like that. I was just really thinking, okay, well, how do I like get like, yeah, how do I get in like my last like few points of damage, and that's kind of like a misplay. Well, not kind of, it just definitely was a misplay on my part. Anyway, but because I don't see that, I have to think about how best to like avoid lethal, because like again, it's still a checkmate situation, so it's good like. So let's go ahead and commit everything, just like to make his life hell right now. Yep, I got the trigger going. I'll go ahead and trade. The reason why you trade here is because I don't want to die to anything stupid. Like a Queen combo could kill me. Like, and you never know who is and who isn't playing Queen combo right now, so it's usually better to just avoid it altogether. Yeah, but now he's in a rough spot, because like he has to keep clearing my board each and every turn, and he needs to heal at the same time. It's impossible to do both, so he's just... Oh, sorry. It's not that's impossible. It's that, like, it's unlikely that he's going to be able to do both, so, yeah. And now he goes down to 4, and he's just dead this turn. Yep, I even pick up another Emeralda just for the Rubbins, and then, yep, I just go ahead and kill him. Like, so, like, the big thing about this game is that, like, my opponent, like, fell behind, because, like, he tried to draw 6 cards. Like, sure, you can draw all those cards, except I've already drawn all of my cards before you did, which means that, like, now I'm in the driver's seat, and I can do whatever I want. and your cards come slow. My cards kind of come off the back of creatures or by very very cheap spells. And that's kind of like I said, like that's like a very very big deal overall. The deck is still very very fun to play. Like it also feels kind of rewarding when you play it well, just because like you feel really really in control. Because like it's like a combo deck it's like a combo mid range deck that kind of like controls the board via like face damage. Well, sorry, via face damage dealt by spells, which also doubles AOE, which is really really cool. Like because you have like a nice trifecta going. But yeah. If you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe, and if you haven't, let me know what you think about Jormungand Blood down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching.